Alright, so what we need to do now is set up this little doohickey over here. So if we put this here, and we put one of these here, yeah, we should be able to actually go ahead and inscribe this. This isn't the fastest, so I may want to make more than one inscriber. Just because it's so slow by comparison, and they're really not that expensive. You know, I do have enough fluix crystals to do a few more of these, but let's go ahead and at least get the first one done, and then we do the top here. Oh no, I threw it. Let's see, what do we need? We need to make a printed logic circuit, and that is the inscriber logic press. That's the silicon, and this is the logic. Yeah, so we could at least do one for each of these, right? Pull this out. The logic goes there, and then we can put in, let's just put in all four. Oh, we can't even put in all four. That is really tricky. That is rough, and we're not stressing our power supply unduly. We've used a little bit more oil, but I'm pretty confident in this system. It's doing well. Like, we're barely even touching it. We just occasionally flutter these things. Alright, I think we're ready to give this a try. So if we toss in one of these, and then put something in the middle. Oh yeah, and we gotta, of course, provide this power. You can see I made a few more. We'll make some more fluix crystals in a sec, I think. Just because we'll need them, and it'll demonstrate. Oh look, you can actually see it in there. How cool is that? And boom! Alright, we actually have our first logic processor. Let's just go ahead and keep assembling these. I should probably try to automate this, but I think that'll come in time. Like, AE will make this easier to automate. So probably the first thing we'll try doing is automating this with AE. Similarly, let's go ahead and just finish this up. What we're going to need to do next is think about actually building some storage, I guess? Yeah, that would make sense. So let's just say we want to make an empty chest. To do this, we're going to need the fluix crystal, which we have it. We need any glass cable, which is more fluix crystals. I guess we don't have a choice. We're going to have to make some more fluix crystals before we move on, which is a little frustrating, but I think it will be fine. We'll put that in the middle. To make some fluix crystals, why don't we pull this out, and yeah, I guess we could also try to grow some too. Maybe we should set that up, because I do know an interesting way to do that. Why don't we go ahead and get that going? So first thing we're going to do is set up a little bit of water. To make some fluix crystals, actually what we do is we take some nether quartz dust. I think this is how it works. It's either nether quartz or nether quartz dust. And it's been a little while since I had to do this. And we toss that in here with some redstone. Specifically charged Certus quartz. There we go. It's not Certus quartz, that's what my problem is. Charged Certus quartz, please. And there we go. Okay, so it's actually the crystal itself, which is annoying. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was the other way around. I must have just dropped it. Is there an enderman up here? There better not be. I know it's raining out, and you want to... There's a freaking knight outside, and a witch. This is terrible. Is there someone upstairs? Hello? Let's get my charged Certus staff out. Hello? I feel like there's someone in here with me. Okay, whatever. Look at this! The bastard is trying to steal my crystals! Get out! Gah! These Endermen! They have no sense of propriety. You better not come back down here, Enderman. I got a charged Certus staff, and that hit you like a ton of bricks. A ton of bricks! Okay, 5 charged Certus, 5 nether quartz, 5 redstone, and we wait a sec. And there we go. We have a bunch of fluix crystals now. Fantastic. So that method is sort of what we can do to grow a lot more pure fluix crystals. If we grind these up and mix them with sand, then they form seeds. You can actually see that. We should be able to see that in like a... Yeah, so this, and we mix it with sand, like so, and it makes seeds. And those, each one of those seeds can grow up to be a pure crystal. But... that process takes a long time. So wouldn't it be great if we could actually accelerate that process too? Now, one of the reasons that I made a lot more of these crystals than I strictly need right now is because I actually do need more than you think. If there's a crystal growth accelerator. Yeah, crystal growth accelerator right here. And you can see this is actually not too hard to make. It needs a fluix block. Pure fluix crystals evidently don't block as well as these other ones. So we do have enough now. But still, we also want to make our other things. Let's go ahead and make the crystal growth accelerator, since that's actually a really useful thing to have. Let's go ahead and place... Let's just go ahead and think about how we're going to place this, but I think it'd be fine. So we're going to need a fluix block. Let's get one of these. And then we're going to need a glass cable. Now this is the painful part. Do we have enough to do this? We'll need some glass. Here I am out here harvesting sand in the rain because I don't have enough sand because I keep turning all the sand into glass. I should probably consider making a sand factory because that I actually need so much sand. And by the way, you would say, "Oh, Dave, why don't you just make it with your ProjectE mod that turns you into a god?" You can't make sand. They removed it because of all the item loops that exist in sand. So yeah, there's that. It wouldn't even matter if I wanted to. I can't. Just okay. Just, you know, wearing my steam suit, digging in the rain, tons of dangerous creatures nearby. Getting ready to clock him over the head with my charged sort of staff. Actually, you think there'd be a couple of jabronis around here I could clonk with my staff? Hello? Hey, there you are. Yeah, clonk, clonk. Actually, that hits pretty hard. That's not bad at all for something. Whoa. Hey, no, 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 nope. Ugh. Jeez. That wasn't as fun as I thought it would be, actually. Sorry, Right Art. You're an outside sheep, and oh, you stink. You stink. You smell like wet sheep. All right, let's see if we can make this. So we have the quartz glass, we have the iron, we have the block. We need to make the ME glass cable. For that, we need to make the quartz fiber. Let's just go ahead and make maybe 9 of that. All right, and then we need to use some of these fluix crystals to make the actual glass cable. So this is what actually binds these networks together. That's enough for now, although we'll need to make more soon. And so now we just need to actually assemble the device. Assemble the device. What are we missing? We have the glass cable. We're not carrying any of the quartz glass, that's why. There we go, and we can toss that glass and that glass in there for just a minute. There we go. A crystal growth accelerator. Now, let's see. Does this connect to standard RF? I actually do not know. Let's just put it right here and take a look. It does not. So this is the first thing it's actually going to need, unless it connects up top. Let's just make sure that, because some of these have very particular connection points. Like so. Yeah, nope. This one's actually going to need vibrational AE energy and doesn't have its own acceptor. That's fine. We actually have the acceptor on hand, but we do need to make a proper area for it and then actually run the acceptor and the glass cable. The glass cable is a little bit, this quartz fiber is much more plentiful than the other stuff, so yeah, let's make sure to use that. So the way that this thing works is basically any water next to it is effectively accelerated for the purpose of crystal growth, which is fantastic for us because we want to grow a lot of crystals, particularly a lot of fluix crystals. And this is one of the ways that we can get a lot more bang for our buck. So let's go ahead and pluck this out. And really all of these. Where's my shovel so I'm not digging like a rub. And let's just dig here, 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 and here, and here, just to make it even. And then we'll just toss the energy acceptor on top, I guess, so that we don't have to run anything else around. And then let's put some dirt down, like so. And we can see immediately it's making little particles, isn't it? Oh no, those are my particles. What's here? I never feel like I'm alone anymore. It's terrible. I wish that would stop. Ever since we came into conflict with the cult and I began studying Thaumcraft, I felt like something's constantly around. Like it's always watching. I don't know what it is. I've yet to figure it out. Hopefully I will soon. Because I don't know how much more of this can take. It's difficult to sleep at night. Everything is just, it seems to be moving faster and faster around me. I don't understand. Alright, we do need a little bit more energy conduit. Fortunately, I came prepared. That said, though, for all the badness of it, I must confess that the study of Thaumcraft has been absolutely fascinating. It's just an alternative kind of universe of science, almost. It's really quite remarkable to study. Okay, so that should connect there. And now we should actually have everything. Although I'm going to go like this, and then pop this off, just so that I can get in there. This is a little bit wasteful, but it's fine. Like this, and then, yeah, let's just go like this. There. Right, so that should be wired in, and now the crystal growth accelerator should be there. So if we were to take one of these things here, and oh, you know what? I should have grabbed more sand. You know what I need a lot of? Sand. I think that's one of the first things that we'll do once we're done with this, is we'll make a sand factory, because this is just ridiculous, and I'm tired of digging for sand. Fortunately, my mana tools are good at this sort of thing. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I'm pooping flux taint. Huh. Well, Sace, you should get that looked at. Now, we need to be a little bit careful here, but let's run over here real fast, and we could just do this by hand, I think. Well, nope. I'm too fast. I'm too fast for my own good. Where'd the way out even go? I need to get a better solution for this, actually. That's probably very soon on the list of things to do. Let's grind up... well, let's just grind up, like, I don't know, how about 3 of these crystals? Half of what we got so far? Grindin', 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 with a zombie nearby, I'm grindin'. Grinding, 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 grinding. There we go. Quick grind. Honestly, sometimes I feel like that's faster than using the machine. Okay, and then if we combine these with the fluix dust, we get the seeds. Now, let's see if this is actually any faster. Now, before I do it, I'm going to take off my ring of magnetization. But my inventory is getting cluttered. Let's just dump a few things in here for the moment. There we go. I think that we can just toss this in here, and we should see some results. Because now this should be, its device is online, and we should be seeing a much increased growth rate from these crystals. I'm not sure exactly how far it'll go. But these things, you don't have to worry about them. They won't despawn. So that should be sufficient now. We should actually grow those crystals substantially faster. I hope, anyways. I'm not sure how much energy is actually going, but it appears to be online. So that's good, I guess. We could even maybe... Well, no, let's not waste it. But it's worth noting, by the way, that you can, in fact, not go through and regrind these. So just worth noting that you can't go through and just kind of cheat. Oh yeah, these already grown 4%. So like it actually takes like days normally. It really takes a long time. Now, one thing I'd like to do though is make sure that this doesn't get out of hand. Like I don't want to leave it there. To start that, what we'd like to do is not leave those on the ground, even if they don't despawn. And that's going to be part of a larger plan that we have. So let's hop down here, right? And if we put down the hopper hawk, you'll see what happens. Let's just say we put it right here. Now, what's going to happen is those things are gone now, right? Because the hopper hawk decided to get rid of them. Although, wow, they're growing so fast by comparison, right? Now, there's a trick, though. What we can do is we can go upstairs and we can make item frames. And we'll just make them, I think... in the table, because we can. We have that? Yeah, we do. Let's go ahead and make 1, 2, 3, and we're going to leave a few of them blank right now. But what's interesting with the hopper hawk is that it looks, whenever it looks like nearby for adjacent inventories. And when one is nearby, it attempts to, this is a super crafting frame. This is exactly not what I wanted. Well, I guess I will need to we'll need to actually do some work here. That is frustrating. All right, I actually have the right kind of frame now. Let's just go ahead and toss that on there. And let's toss in the pure fluix crystal. So now the hopper hawk, whenever it looks at inventories, it makes sure that there is a valid, or it checks if there's a valid item frame. And if there are frames, then that's considered a filter for the hopper hawk, and it won't pick up and stick into this inventory anything that doesn't match that filter. And we can actually have multiple filters. So if I had a pure Certus quartz crystal, I could do that too. But now if we go over here, right, and we toss in these fluix seeds, like so, now they will not be picked up by the hopper hawk because the hopper hawk is been instructed to wait for only things in the item frames. This is a whitelisted chest, and it will only let those things. Now, of course, the hopper hawk isn't going to pull things out. Oh, look, we do actually have a pure Certus crystal, so we can go ahead and toss that on here too, so that if we go ahead and start growing Certus quartz, which actually might not be a bad plan, then we can also get that. So it doesn't matter, what's going on over here. And these should already, yeah, they're already at 11%, so we're going to have more of those soon. That just will grow really, really fast. Okay, so let's see about actually producing some of this equipment in bulk. What we'd really like to do is at least get some ME storage for what's going on upstairs. I think we have all the pieces we need. We have things growing. Let's see what's next. All right, let's go ahead and make our first ME chest, and then we can bring it online. And maybe we'll make another energy acceptor, and maybe not. I don't know. Let's play it by ear. So we're going to need to make a few pieces. Specifically, we need to make ME terminal. This first part is pretty easy, so let's go ahead and pull out our crafting suite. So this first part is the illuminated panel, which we can just make 3 of. So what we need is a bunch of iron. Yeah, redstone, quartz glass, and glowstone. Do we not have any iron? Are we out of iron? Yeah, there we go. A bunch of iron, like so, and we'll just go ahead and pull out 3 of those, because that should be enough for now. And that gives us the setup here. So now we need a formation core and an annihilation core. I'm going to need some of these chips that we've been working on. The annihilation core needs a nether quartz crystal, and oh, that's right, we can actually make pure nether quartz too. That's kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and make the annihilation core. For that, we're going to need 2 fluix dust. So I guess I'm going to be grinding up these 2 crystals. Hopefully those other ones that we're growing will grow up soon. Let's pop this in and grinding. Here I have a system that's going to turn matter into energy, and yet I mysteriously am still hand grinding things like so, like a chump. I don't understand how this works. I appear to have broken the handle, but that's okay, I think. There was a little bit of lag there, and things didn't go like I thought. Okay, like this. So we'll make a formation core. Do I not have what I need for that? Oh, I need a charged Certus for that. No problem. Charged natural Certus quartz. 1, please. It's a lucky thing that I made all this power, because otherwise I don't know what we would do. We definitely need a lot of this power for all the things that we're working on. Okay. The formation core, which we get 2 of, and the annihilation core, which we also get 2 of. Okay, so now we should have, do anything else? Nope, we got all those things. So let's go ahead and make an ME terminal. Ta-da! All right, this is our first ME object. I'm thrilled. I'm just like happy that we're actually going to have some decent storage soon, because it's been, all right, so actually that should be, what else are we missing? We're missing just normal glass. I think we need some non-quartz glass. We could use the quite clear stuff, but let's just use the basic vanilla. And there we go, an ME chest. Now, as much as I would love to be like, hooray, we're using it, right? Note that it, by the way, does not need power. It is its own like self-contained thing. But we need a storage cell. right? And that sort of stands to reason, I guess. So let's go ahead and see if we can make our first ME cell. What's a 1K cell look like? For this, we need one of these, and for that, we need Certus quartz or pure Certus quartz in a circle around that, which really is not actually that hard. Let's do one of these and one of these. That's actually surprisingly easy. I thought that I needed the charged for some reason. So let's make this. Pull that out. This part's gotten easier, and then yeah, there we go. We have a 1K ME cell. Yay! All right, and now we have and now you'll notice, by the way, that the fluix seeds got put in here because, well, we don't have a whitelist on this. So I think what that means is that what we should do is listen to my dog shake off over in the corner. You okay, buddy? It's late over here, you see. We're working deep into the evening. Now, we can go ahead and just leave that stuff, and if we wait a sec, yeah, you can see the Hopperhawk's going to clean up all of our mess for us. You can just toss this down, this. Thank you, Hopperhawk. You do your work, right? And the Hopperhawk's just going to shove that all into the system. So we take a look at the top, and we can actually see all our stuff just gets shoved in. Perfect. What's cool, too, about that is that we can still use the casing like so. So if I go ahead, let me pull out this cell that now contains the stuff that we've been working on here, and let's pop this off. We can put it over here and slot in our cell. And now we've got that. Now, just a quick movement of the Hopperhawk, and then we'll go ahead and put this on. And that is actually kind of in an awkward place, though, isn't it? Yeah, I guess annoyingly, the Hopperhawk doesn't have good vertical travel. That is, or rather, it can't place things down. So I guess let's put it here. Let's go ahead and put the item frame on this side. Little things like where you can put the item frame. All right, the Hopperhawk will definitely be able to do that now because, well, if I remove that, toss this on the ground, Hopperhawk should have no issues at all. Yeah, in fact, it ate up that. But now I toss this in, and now it's filtered, and we just pull our seeds out. Oh, it feels so good to have AE again. So now we need to build more cells, I guess. And for that, we're going to need a lot more fluix crystals and a lot more Certus quartz. Yep, and now that's going to work. Although, what were these at? I didn't even think to look. 66%, so we've actually almost grown them, which is awesome. So next, I think we need to think about how we can automate this process, but I'm actually kind of happy right now, because this is actually the beginning of an ME network. It's not much, it's humble, but we'll be able to take this and move it on upwards, and eventually get rid of all of our chests, and eventually do all of our automation. I think the first thing we're going to work on is just automating the production of these various things. And for that, we're going to need a lot of ME interfaces. These are, you know, actually not that expensive. We need a formation core and an annihilation core, and like we saw, that's really just fluix dust and logic processors. So if we can automate the production of fluix dust and logic processors, then we should be in pretty good shape overall. And then we can start to double our crystal output, and we have a high-speed crystal growing chamber over here, which probably we could automate this a little bit more, but the Hopperhawk actually does a really good job of just picking up things. If we can figure out some way to drop things when there isn't crystals being grown, or maybe figure out how to, you know, do that quickly, I think we might be onto something here. We just need to maybe get a little bit more ME automation going. Welcome to